Hello students, this is Mr. Hernandez the Tech Teacher, and in this video I want to show you how to use the Whiteboard online program so you can draw some computer lab expectations as leaders. Let's get started. I'm going to open up my browser. I'm using Google Chrome for this. You open up whichever one you want, and we've got a couple of ways to do this. We could type out the address, whiteboard.office.com. It'll take you to the whiteboard. You will have to sign in if this is the first time you've used the whiteboard on your device, this particular device. I'm going to use my credentials, my Canvas, my Clever. It's all the same, okay? If you forget, last name, first name at lcps.net, and your password is lcps2 and the rest of that number, all right? What if I didn't get in here this way with typing in the address bar? Well, some of you have already gotten to my website. The whiteboard button link is right here. So you could very well click it right there. That's another easy way to get there, all right? All the same, I'm right here. So, what's the idea? Well, I'm going to open up an old one, but you can open up a new one. I'm going to open up an old one just to show you an example. This isn't my best work, all right? But in Computer Lab, just like the rest of the school, we're practicing the 7 habits. And I'm sure you've already heard about the 7 habits at Alameda now. It's our new leadership guidelines that we want to follow. We all want to be great leaders, exceptional leaders. And how can we do this? In Computer Lab is what my assignment is for you today. And so I put up some examples. You don't have to do it exactly like this, but I want you to think about, what do leaders do in Computer Lab? What do leaders say in Computer Lab? And how do leaders feel in Computer Lab? Again, you don't have to do it exactly this way. If you want to just do a drawing and not put any words, you can. If you want to add words and no drawing, that's fine too. If you want to mix it up, that's fine. And so this little hand here is supposed to represent raising the hand, okay? So I'd like to see leaders raising their hand in Computer Lab. Maybe you can think of something else. Leaders say positive things like good job or something just positive, right? Being polite to others. Thanks for helping me out. Things like that. And leaders feel proud about themselves, feel good about what they're doing. How else can you come up with this, all right? So, again, you don't have to use these ideas, but this can help you to create that drawing of expectations of leaders in Computer Lab. So I'm going to go back to the beginning here, pressing this little home button on the left corner. How do I get started is by pressing the whiteboard button. We click on the plus, new whiteboard, and now we have some tools that pop up automatically. If these don't pop up automatically on the left-hand side, you can select them. If I press X here, well, I can bring up these tools here. We have notes, text, reactions, shapes, images, templates, documents. I mean, there's so many. Even though it looks like a few, these tools can get pretty complex, okay? So I'm going to click on this marker here, and you'll see how my marker in the top center disappears, reappears, disappears, reappears. And this is really where you're just going to stay most of the time. Most of the time. We want to click on the marker. You can choose the thickness. I usually go as thick as possible. Choose a color. Rainbow and galaxy are the top favorites. If you leave it on this no arrow button here, the circle with the line, that means it's not going to draw straight lines for you. If you want it to draw straight lines, you can click on these. They might also have arrow tips on them, okay? But I usually just leave it here, okay? Another thing, I'm going to close the marker and I'm going to start drawing. And so I'm going to draw a keyboard, a computer with a keyboard. Now here's the thing. There's a neat feature on the whiteboard here on the top right hand corner. If you click on the settings and you click on enhanced ink shapes, supposedly it can make your shapes very straight, as you just saw me do right here. Okay? A perfect circle. That might help you with your drawing. Your choice. If you find this annoying, you can click on the settings and turn that off. I usually like to leave it on, okay? Somehow this shape just stayed by itself, normal. Anyways, you can click on the eraser And you can click it on again and have a couple of options: erase partial or erase the entire thing. So watch, I'm going to click on erase entire, and it'll erase more of what you drew. Okay. If you want just partial, let me click on partial, and look, it's going to be like a real eraser in real life. Okay. So you play around with that, but notice that when you click one time, you're activating the tool, but clicking it twice, you get more settings. Okay. So play around with that. Show me what you can come up with. How can we show leadership in computer lab? What are those expectations? What can we expect from ourselves to be great leaders, showing the 7 habits in computer lab? Okay. Once you're done, let me just put a smiley. Okay. Once you're done, on the top right hand corner, you're going to click on share. A window should open up that says, who do we want to send this to? You're going to be sending a link to me. Here it shows a spot for name. We're going to click on the spot, and you're going to stop typing the first 2 letters of my email, which is HU. If other people come up, you can type in HUH, and usually I'll be the first person there. And you should see my face. I have a picture associated with my email. You click on the picture, and you press send. Now, this is my own work, so I'm not going to press send. But if you press send, you're going to see a window that says completed. Check. Once you're done, I've got it. Go back to the beginning. Your work is saved. Do another one, or go on to the next activity and wait for me. All right. Panthers, good luck with this. Can't wait to see what kinds of expectations you can draw for us as leaders here practicing the 7 habits on Alameda. Bye for now.